C'est fait ici au Quebec. Stick around. We're going to be looking at some special stuff. Hello, fellow vapors, Vaping Newbie here, and tonight we're going to be looking at, or talking about some juice. And it's tough to do juice overviews because of the subjectivity of taste, but it sure is tasty. This juice came about quite accidentally. I went to a vape meet in Saint Jerome, which is north of Montreal, and in what we call Laurentians, and at a place called Avantage or Avintage Vapes in Saint Jerome, and I was standing at the counter trying this juice, and a guy walked up behind me and introduced himself. He's a fellow YouTuber, Duke Young, and asked me what I thought of the juice, and I thought, well, you know what, it's pretty darn good. I'm really enjoying it, and it sort of gives away the whole ending to this video, but there it is. And he smiled and said, that's great because I make it, and I thought, wow. So we got to talking, and his associate Francis came up, and we started talking and found out that at that time, it was not available in any kind of retail outlet except there, but since it's spread. But I'm going to post an email address. So if you're in Canada, you want to give it a whirl, contact Francis at the email address that's down below. And it is really nice juice. I'm enjoying, for the most part, this juice. And then recently found out that a shop here in Montreal called Vape Royale. Now, the one that I go to is in downtown Montreal. It's in the center of downtown Montreal, near the Party Central area of Crescent Street, Bishop Street, but it's on a street called de Maisonneuve. And folks, these guys are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're at the bars. It's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You're running out of juice. You can hoof it over there and get some without any issue. So they are carrying it. Vape Royale. There's a little shout out for you. Really nice shop. I was extremely impressed with the friendliness of the shop and the product that they carry and the amount, and I don't mean obviously inventory, but the different juices that they carry, and this is one of them. It is called, and I love the packaging. We're going to be looking at that. So without further ado, let's get some tanks out and go through this juice. Hang in there. Summer Camp Ejuice. It comes, that's the line name, and then each individual flavor profile has its own name, obviously. And this is what it looks like. Before I get to the actual juice, I always like to talk about the packaging, and this sort of came out as unique. The packaging was in these unicorn bottles with the childproof cap and that small nozzle, which I really like because it works on all my tanks and my drippers and so on and so forth. Because of the diameter of the bottle, the label is actually wrapped. So being here in Quebec, and this is not a political discussion, this is a fact of life, being here in Quebec, they must have French. If they have a choice between the French and English, they have to have French. So the warning is actually just all in French, but it's a basic e-liquid warning. And then it has the nicotine levels, which are 0, 1, which I like, 3, and 6. There is no PG-VG ratio on here, but as memory serves, it's 20% PG and 80% VG. They just simply write max VG. So before I get started, I do have to point out that taste is subjective. What you like, I might not. What I like, you might not. And we always have to keep that in mind. So let me get a tank ready, and we'll start talking. The first juice we're going to be looking at tonight is called Sunrise Valley. I love the name. This juice, now these are going to be all in a variety of tanks at different resistances and wattages, and I'll just talk about it as I go along. This particular juice was the first juice that I tried when I was testing them out. I put it in my Limo. It's at 1.25 ohms, and I'm vaping it at 25 watts. It's supposed to be a creamsicle flavor. Oops, sorry about that. Wind direction. In the inhale, it's very nondescript. I was looking for more of a creamsicle flavor. However, a second after you inhale it, you get that creamsicle flavor. It is very mild. It's not harsh. And for me, citruses are tough because sometimes if you don't hit it right, it can be really, really citrusy. This is a lot smoother. It is more creamy with the orange on top, but it doesn't hit right away. It comes in after the fact. It's actually quite tasty. I filled up the tank. I don't know if you can see that, but that was a full tank not too long ago, and I've been really enjoying this while I was setting up to do the video. Really nice flavor. Pretty good cloud, and but I'm a flavor person, and I'm really enjoying the flavor. So that one is called Sunrise Valley. Again, love the name. So let me change tanks, and we're going to get to our next juice. The next juice is the one that I have the 60 milliliters of, and this bottle is bilingual. The wrapper goes all the way around, so you do have the English and French. It is a basic Ejuice bottle and still has that little nozzle. So that to me is really well packaged. I just love the graphics on these. I have to show that again. Anywho, this is listed as a fruit with a marshmallow undertone. I put this in a Limo 2 again at 20 watts, and it is 1.25 ohm coil. There is a mixture of fruitiness to it. The marshmallow is really light, and you know, I don't know if marshmallow truly has a flavor. I used to eat them right out of the bag, and I'm old. I don't remember what they taste like, but it does have that kind of balance at the end of it. It was a bit of a letdown based on the description that I read, and which you can read because it's there. I think I expected a bit more, and it was a bit of a letdown from that. It is a good juice, but I'm getting an aftertaste. Now, folks, these have been steeping for a couple weeks, so it can't possibly be that. I'm going to keep trying it, but it just, to me, it was just a slight miss on this one, and that was called Northern Lights. Love the naming of the juices. Hang on, I'll be right back. Now, contrary to the last juice, this was above my expectations, and the reason for that, it's the name of this juice, by the way, is called Twin Mountains, and again, it's in one of these little unicorn bottles, and it's described as a banana with ice cream. Now, a long time ago, many videos ago, I mentioned that really there was one ice cream that I like above all others, banana flavor. Very hard for me to find here. Having said that, I loaded in my Limo 2, and I have it at 1.25 ohms, and I'm vaping it at 25 watts. This really surpassed my expectations. It's a nice banana, and you know what? Banana was the second bottle of juice I ever bought in February of 2014, and it missed the spot. This doesn't. It's smooth. It has a creamy texture to it. This is the one I wish I got, the 60 milliliter bottle. It really is tasty, and again, I've always found that the banana vapes I try fall short. This doesn't in any way, shape, or form. Great job with this one. Nice job indeed. Stick around. I got the last juice, and then my final thoughts. The last juice that I want to discuss tonight is Triple Hills. This was the juice that really got me interested in the line. It is actually described as 3 types of strawberries. Now, If you've watched any of my previous videos where I talk about strawberries, I don't like strawberries. Hell, I didn't know there were 3 different types of strawberries. Having said that, I like a strawberry vape. So what I did was I put it in my Eagle One Mega. It's on a titanium coil, and I have it set at 510 degrees at 44 watts. And the titanium coil is reading 0.41 ohms. Now, I know a lot of people don't have the titanium coil or the temperature control, but trust me, the flavor came out really well in my dripper, and I did have some in my Delta 2 with a Canthal build, so it is the same for me. It is very enjoyable. Now, I don't know to buy the strawberry because I don't like them, but to have 3 different strawberries. Now, I played a lot with the temperature. I brought it up to 530 now. It's really nice. It has a creaminess to it. The strawberry flavor is there. Really good job with this one, Duke. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. So that's it. That was Triple Hills. And I'll be back in a second. We'll just wrap this up. So that's it. Summer Camp Ejuice. It's really tasty. You're going to want to try it. And don't forget, if you're in Montreal, stop by Vape Royale. It is well worth it. But I want to particularly thank Duke and Francis for trusting me with their baby. Again, the email down below is for to contact Francis to order, to arrange payment, and so on and so forth. And you know what? I'll put a link to the Facebook page for Vape Royale because, hey, if you're in Montreal, if you live in Montreal, or you're dropping by Montreal, we are the city of festivals. So you might be in town for a festival or whatever. You're going to want to check out the shop because it is well worth it. So again, Duke, thank you very much. Francis, merci beaucoup. I hope you all enjoyed it because you know I love doing this and you know I love having you over. So stay healthy and happy vaping. Take care, folks.